Hey everybody, want to show you a little video here of your typical virus computer or your typical Windows computer, I should say. It's almost the same thing, right? This is a fairly new computer. Customer brought it in. She says she's had it for 3 months, running a little slow. Internet is having pop-ups, etc. So we just ran one scan. This is a malware byte scanner. 3 malicious items, 2,700. It's a non-malware, but non-malware doesn't mean it's not bad. It just means it's not a heavy attack. It's what they call possibly unwanted programs. If you see all these that say PUP, and the reason for that is these are the type of things that get installed attached to other products. For example, you want to install a YouTube downloader or something like that, and then these other programs get attached, and therefore they're not technically classified as malware because you inadvertently downloaded them and actually installed them, and you gave the approval, or you got tricked into giving them the approval. But a fairly new computer, 2,700 of these. If you look here at their names, I mean, they just go on and on. But you'll see here, for example, Wajam, junk, Vostren, junk, and we're talking thousands. So all these things eventually bog down your computer, especially your browsing. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But this is basically what's happening, and this is just one scan. There's other things in this unit. Now, to go a little further, here's another computer right next to it. Not related, not the same person. An Asus. This is running Windows 7. So it doesn't matter if you're running Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10 is going to be the same thing. If you're running Windows, what's common on all those operating systems are all running Windows. And Windows is great for a lot of things. And I recommend it highly, just not for the internet. You need to do your QuickBooks, fantastic, burn a CD, sync your iTunes, all that good stuff, But go on the web and surf. Here you go again. Malicious items 4, non-malicious 1,374. 1,300 items that shouldn't be there. If we scroll through this, you're going to see optional boost. The name alone, you can tell that they're junky. Start page, you don't want that. Imminent toolbar, junk. Bundle lore. I mean, this is just crazy. vGrabber. That's probably some video downloader that they installed and all this stuff attached. This is where all the money is now in computers, is getting on your computer, getting information from you, or guiding you to preferred sites that they have. Some of you heard about Lenovo. Lenovo got busted by basically installing, I'm going to just call it malware. You can define it how you want, but basically right out of the box, they already had software on there directing you to different sites which had apparently paid them to do that for them. So that's crazy. Why am I showing you this? Because when you have problems with your computer and you're running Windows, here's the data. This is what's happening. Can you clean it up every day? Probably not. You don't got the time for it. So what's the solution to all this? I think you already know. Solution to all this browsing problems? virusproofcomputers.com.